Well, we do want to thank you so much for keeping it Y in the morning right here on Y254. We definitely do appreciate your company every single weekday from 7 a.m. till 10 a.m. Shiko Kaitani is my name, of course, with my fantastic co-host Barry Moses coming your way on this Entrepreneurship and Career Talk Tuesday. That SMS number is 22162. Please begin with the words YM254. If you prefer to interact with us on our social media platforms, they are Y254 TV, both on Instagram and on Facebook, and simply Y254 channel on Twitter. Now, this being Entrepreneurship and Career Talk, what better way to get into this discussion than by engaging those who train and focus on the two. And so today we do have Sheila Atieno, who is the CEO of Youth and Success Association, also known as YASA, which is a national organization that engages youth in areas of entrepreneurship, employment, education, and so much more. So karibu sana to studio, Sheila. We're really happy to have you.
Asante sana.
Okay, so I know I've given, probably a sneak peek into what YASA is all about, but why don't you give us a more detailed description about what the association is about and what your mandate is?
Oh, thank you. First of all, I'm glad to be here. I'm just marveled by the station having a youth channel. So yeah, congratulations for that. Yeah. And we invite more partners to come and So Youth and Success Association is a registered national association for the young people. Right now we are at a membership of 10,635 members.
Wow.
So for you to be a member, it's just an annual fee of 500 shillings. And that goes towards our volunteer work because we do our projects throughout the country.
Right.
And so far so good. The organization started with the first magazine.
Yes.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And why we did that is that we realized that a lot of organizations, partners are trying to do something for the young people.
Yeah.
But we always assume that the young people will go to the website and read it, or they'll pick it from the social media. While that's unfortunate, because as much as how many times do you go to the website to check on something?
Oh, that's true.
Rarely.
Yeah. Rarely.
So our organization decided to pick up on this information and put it in one platform where the young people can reach out to. We partnered with the Ministry of Education for this, and therefore allowed us to take the magazines to universities and national libraries as well. So, and also you can read it from your phone. So however much there's so many things happening in social media and all that, they can focus their attention into one platform. So we do various programs. We have entrepreneurship program. That was launched after the feedback we got from the magazine, where young people say that I want to do a side hustle. How do I go about it? I want to start my business. How do I go about it? What are the skills? Some were telling us we have like 10 projects we want to run. So so decided to Kenyans, you have a side hustle. But what we realize is that a lot of these young people, when they're given the right channel to go about it, they really do amazing work. So any country like Kenya, Kenya is 70% below the age of 35.
Right.
So we are a youthful country, and we are very, very lucky. So the only way to engage and increase our production, increase our job opportunities is to engage the young people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. So which leads me now to my next question. What are some of the key issues that young people are actually facing that sort of drove you to setting YASA up? Because you've talked about, I guess, unemployment or people just having ideas, but what are really the key issues that young people?
So right now, the major setback is the unemployment. But out of the unemployment, the major people affected by the employment is the young people.
Right.
Yeah, so it's a big thing, and you see a lot of, I saw the governor for Nairobi the other day, and Nairobians complaining, the insecurity and all that. While we cannot pull aside all that, there is high rate of unemployment, and then the skills. Many young people are not, either we are we were taught to go white collar jobs.
Yeah.
Well, there are a lot of opportunities in the skill labor.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's also a miss that we are trying to bring back, so that they can we can engage the young people into making shoes.
Yes.
You know, they bring a lot of money.
Right.
And yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're going to ask you to start sending in your questions and, of course, your contribution to the program today. Remember that SMS number is 22162. Please begin with the words YM254. Yet again, our social media platforms are Y254 TV on Instagram, not to mention Y254 TV on Facebook, as well as Y254 channel on Twitter, rather. So we are going to be sampling some of your text messages that you do have for Sheila Atieno, who's in studio with us, the CEO of Youth and Success Association. All right, so tell me something, Sheila. Since your inception, what exactly has YASA done to empower young people?
That's a good question. So, first of all, I forgot to mention that we are a very, very passionate young people. We are actually, I'm the oldest in the organization.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and I've also traveled a lot through the experiences that we've received from my trip in the US. We started an organization, a program called Farmers Market.
Okay.
This is basically just nurturing the youth who've gone into agribusiness.
Oh, great.
Because we realize the middleman is always out there to to take advantage of this. Yeah. So we identify markets for them. Like we partnered with Greenspan Mall. We bought a tent and they can sell their produce every first and last weekend of the month.
Oh.
And we've also liaised with the Nairobi County government so that they can give us a place where we can just do a permanent market for them.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we've also launched programs like entrepreneurship program. And this one, I think through our various programs, we've impacted over 3,000 young people. They've started their businesses. As I told you, our membership is at 10,000. Our membership is at 10,000. So we have young people whom we've trained to start their businesses, young people who are now scaling up their businesses. They're getting government tenders.
Wow.
Although there's some,
yes,
they're getting government tenders, they're getting tenders. We've also liaised with the financial institutions like Youth Fund, who are facilitating some of our members. And we started an exciting program called Employability Program. And this was basically informed through our partners, one of them being KEPSA. And they told us that, many young people complain that there are no job opportunities. While the private sectors, what they are looking for is not what the graduates are bringing on board. So there is a gap. So that's what we introduce the employability program, where we train the young people on the skills needed for employment. Then we put you up for attachment or internship for 3 months. Then that's all over.
So like as you can see, of course, right in front of us, we've got a couple of the magazines. It's like, what is it, a quarterly publication? And you've got this magazine, you've got your calendar of events. How do you actually go about sourcing for funds to keep all of this afloat? Because like you said, you're an NGO, so where's the money coming from?
That's a very, very good question. I think we should have started with that. As I
money
said,
first, it's entrepreneurship.
Not really. As I said, we are very, very passionate about the organization. I quit being in employment. Not that I don't want being in employment, but I'm very passionate about this. And the money thing has not been easy. Getting the money thing has not been easy. One, how we go about this is that we call upon partners. So we've had government agencies like NHIF, who has been our partner ever since, and they've supported our production, they've supported our events. We have agencies like Micro and Small Enterprise Authority, because we work with the young people, and and they've done our branding. For the magazine, we launched something called Adopt a Column. So when they advertise, we print our magazine. We've never gone the donor funding way, because we wanted to enculture ourselves into self-sustaining. so we have like the employability program. You just pay a small amount of money, then we train you. So the money goes in towards the running the organization.
Fantastic.
And what I can say here is that none of the members in our organization is on salary. So when there's money, we pay ourselves. When there's none, but we are very happy. Why we did our profile, because we've realized since 2014 we've done quite a lot. We even last year we launched a peace and governance program. We have the young people are directly involved in the peace issues, and they become peace ambassadors peer to peer. So we did a major conference at KICC and brought in young people from all over Kenya. 1,115 people came together. And we also launched another event called Costume Festival. Kenya Costume Festival is just bringing in young people to celebrate their culture, promote tourism, and most importantly nurture young talents. So this one is it will be in May, so look forward to that. May, it's twice a year, May and October, and these are ways that we attract resources from partners, from individuals. So so how we get to our funding is one, membership fee, which is I told you 500, only 500 shillings a year. And then we also get it through partners coming on board to support an activity or a program, and then agencies, and lastly advertisements.
So I'm looking at these images that are running on screen. You seem to be quite on the ground and meeting up with young people. So how do you go about this? Is it that you've got student reps at different campuses? How do you go about enrolling all these, you know, campus students or young people, youthful individuals? So the journey is not easy. But right now I can confidently tell you we are working with 14 universities. And how we go about it, just from the university, I'll share with you about the community projects. How we go about it, that we have university representatives, as you just mentioned. We have county representatives, volunteers, because they love the program. Then we also work with the head of institutions, like administrators and dean of students. We also work with churches where need be to reach out to our out of school youth. So our program, many people always think that we just target the university students. No, our program cuts across. It's only that most of the events are held within the university, because that's where we get venue for a bigger population. But we benefit both the in and out of school, because that's our target group between age 18 to 35. But we've gotten a lot of people telling us, why don't you expand the age limit? So we'll introduce something like senior youth. But right now is 18 to 35. Well, look out for it. You know, we have so many people who come into studio, or even generally who, you know, we hear about, who have something that, you know, they've started to empower young people. We hear that all the time. What do you think that actually, in your opinion, that makes YASA so different from all these other groups that are out to empower young people? Why would any young person feel like, okay, you know what, that's the association for me?
So one, we are young. I'm 30. So we speak the language. But two, we are very, very passionate about what we do. If I can share with you, some of our members were, they could, as in like, the sacrifice we get from the volunteers is amazing. They come to work knowing that they'll not have anything at the end of the month, but just to, it's not good. I don't feel really nice about that. But at the end of the day, we get to present something that we've done in a very quality way. So we are very passionate about what we do. We understand the young people. We have an open door policy. So our offices are at Tumaini House, that's the headquarters, Tumaini House, 4th floor. Whenever you feel like coming, please come. And what we also love and what we encourage is that young people coming up with projects. When you have a project and you say that you want to empower young people and you don't know how to go about it, YASA is an open door. Come share it with us and come head that program, and we'll help you grow that project. So we are open to young people coming in and sharing their projects, and we help you reach out to partners. And another thing that we've really that has given us a level high is that we never tire. All the partners who've come on board, we always knock on their door and say, yeah, this is what we've done. You see, like we give certificates to our partners who've done this, who've supported us. We are always out looking for opportunities to the young people. So we never tire. We encourage and appreciate partnership. So anybody doing young projects for the youth, we always reach out. And also we request anybody who want us to work together. We are available for that. And we also see what's current, like what's affecting the young people. So right now we'll have a major event in August, African Youth Summit, whereby we'll bring organizations working with the young people. We'll bring young people from all over Africa, and just to come together and discuss how can the young people be part of achieving the SDGs. Yeah, so we align ourselves with that, with the SDGs, and we appreciate partners coming together. So there's a lot about YASA that I can say that puts us above.
Okay. You know. Well, I can imagine, you know, you've already talked about the kind of figures or the numbers that in terms of individuals or membership that you have.
Yes.
And this is where now the challenges come in. How are you able to actually sustain, you know, do you have the capacity to deal with all these young minds, creative minds who are coming to you? One person wants this, the other person wants that. How are you able now to just streamline? Because is it every single person who's a member is able to pull through with their ideas through YASA?
So we have a database of all our members. So when we have activities, we send them, at least we send emails, we send messages, and especially we have an event for 23rd of February. This targeting basically age 18 to 25.
Yes. Okay.
So when we send messages, we send emails, we get some feedback. Okay. So like any other organizations with membership of that 10,000, you always get people who are loud, quiet, and all that. So yeah, we face some challenges as well. But we've worked out a program whereby volunteers themselves and even among themselves, they correct one another, they support one another. So these things never come to us like, you know, there's an infight. But yeah, we sometime we get to hear about, you know, we need a project in, like we were called to go to Garissa. And unfortunately we couldn't honor that because we don't have
the resources.
To go there. So we feel so bad. We get calls from Marsabit, we get calls from Turkana and all that. And like I told you, we are, you know, capacity we can't manage. So that's the only challenge we get. But we have various platforms to engage them. We have social media, we have our magazine, we have our website, we have our email, and our office is always open.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So real quick, because we just need to wrap up, my director is telling me that we don't have too much time. Let me just throw at least 2 or 3 questions your way, and maybe you can answer these very briefly that are coming through that SMS number 22162, as well as our social media platforms. We've got Jason here from Mombasa who says, does YASA provide loans to young business-minded people? That's number 1. Also, thank you so much to Chris from Embu who says, after paying for the training, what happens next? Will you guys provide employment? Are there job or / internship opportunities at YASA? Maybe you can take that question or those 2 questions first.
Okay. So I'll start with the question from Mombasa. Sorry, I forgot the name. Jason. Yeah. Okay. So what we do, we train you and link you up with the organizations that provide funds. Actually, we as an organization, we are starting a youth circle that we'll share, because we've realized most of our members, they get a challenge. When we pair them up with some of our partners, they don't get the financial support. So at the moment, we work with partners like Youth Fund who've been really available to our members. But we pray by the end of the year that we'll have our own way. We'll look for seed capital so that our young people can grow their businesses. So that has been a challenge. Now, but opportunities are coming by, and should he feel like he wants to reach out, he has a business, reach out to us. We'll advise accordingly through our social media. And to the guy from Embu,
Chris.
So the training, once you're trained for 5 weeks, you are posted, it's guaranteed internship and attachment.
Wow.
So you
just repeat that line again.
Guaranteed internship and attachment. So depending on your levels of studies, if you're still in school, you'll be placed for 3 months attachment. And it is you who will tell us what's your available period of time. I'll share maybe just a slight story. When I was in campus for the 4 years, I used to do attachments and internships. When I cleared my 4th year, and some were unpaid, when I cleared my 4th year, I I managed to coordinate Africa from Geneva because I had 4 years of experience.
Right.
You know, so these attachments and the internships, they really expose you to opportunities. So yes, we put you up, we train you for 5 weeks.
Yeah.
We pair you up with an accountability partner. We pair you up with a mentor.
Yes.
Then we put you up for internship
Yes.
for 3 months. Then hoping, because we partnered with the Institute of, we are partnering right now with the Institute of Human Resource.
Okay.
Hoping that you'll get employment after that.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Last but not least, how can we find you? And this is a question that's coming from Jane. I think it's a very generic question. Maybe you can tell us how to find you. And last but not least, your message to young people, in particular as they approach other the job market, and even the kind of mindset that young people need to have. Your last words.
So how to find us? Please, if you can Google Youth and Success Association, our social media, reach out to us on social media. That is Facebook, Youth and Success Association, Twitter at Youth and Success, Instagram, East African Youth and Success Association. Our mobile number is 0792 515 516 216. I hope I got it right.
Yes.
Then reach out to us on WhatsApp. My message to the young people is that any country that has young people is a resource. And we are just excited to work with the young people. The challenges are out there, and the challenges not only cut across young people, but they're major on young people right now.
Right.
So we call upon you, every young person, to join us. Come with programs. If you have something crazy you want to start, you want to start training, you want to volunteer, you want to do what, YASA is your home. So feel free to come. Feel free to engage us. Feel free to invite us to where we will be. If you'll not be in a position, we'll schedule it and come on board. We'll share with you our calendar of activities. Feel most welcome to reach out to us. And I'm always available to reach out. My Facebook is Sheila Atieno Graph. So then I can share later.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. So you've heard it for yourself. That's definitely YASA, helping young people find opportunities, job-wise, creating networks in different fields. And if you really do feel that this is something for you, like Sheila said, you can definitely check them out on their social media platforms, which is the Youth and Success Association. We sure hope that you enjoyed this interview. Thanks a lot for your feedback right here on the program. Be sure to keep it Y in the morning. There's more to come.